Hello and good day. Just coming out of Colossies. Grab myself a mocha. Oh, I'm gonna grab this different. Hold on a moment. That thing's being a pain in the butt all of a sudden. Just outside of Colossies here, down at High River. Got the flip the camera. Oh, it's probably dirty as heck. And across the street from Colossies is our MP's office. John Barlow, that conservative traitor prick. Not a fan. Definitely not a fan. How's everybody doing? Wandering hair here. What's going on? My eyebrows getting out of control. My girlfriend probably give me a hard time about. Oh, that's delicious. Thank you for the like. Next block over is Maggie's Cafe, famous filming spot for the television show Heartland. That's filmed here. Hey there, Brenda. Hey there, Dean. Excuse me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh, I think that person was wanting to park, but there's not a parking spot there. Drivers here are terrible. Come on. They can't figure out where the fuck they're going. Painful. Absolutely painful. Crosswalk. That way if somebody does hit me, I get money. LOL. So I'm gonna just went and picked up a coffee, mocha actually. It's not quite as warm out as it was yesterday. Even though the sun's out today, it's kind of weird. Sunnier today, but colder than yesterday. Supposed to get up to the like mid-high 20s by later this week, so that's like close to 80 Fahrenheit for the Americans. Do you guys like it when the camera's on me or the other way around so you can see what the fuck's going on? Hello, JFK. I'll turn the camera the other way if you want. Just realized usually the camera's not on me, so when I'm out walking and doing stuff like that, or I thought about skating, but figured it might be an idea to go for a skate or two and get warmed up first before I thoroughly embarrass myself. I look incredible today. Well, some days you're the pigeon, some days you're the statue, I guess. Just in the park here. As you can see, this is like right downtown. This is where the car show is. Well, part of where the car show is. The car show takes up the a huge, massive area. So, like, all of this is all cars. You guys have seen the car show videos, I'm sure. So I just figured I'd go for a little walk. Yeah. So, a few things we'll talk about for a few here. Nobody said if they prefer the other way or not. I'm not sure anybody likes to look at me, but whatever. That trader premier of ours, Danielle Smith. I don't get it. I don't get why so many people are all about this floor crossing trader. Like, everybody's talking about floor crossings that have been happening and going on in Canada, but nobody's mentioned a word really about Danielle being a floor crosser. And she actually threw an election that went to the NDP. That's why the NDP won in Alberta, was because of Danielle Smith floor crossing. Nobody ever talks about that. They just want to conveniently forget it. Now, Danielle Smith, the premier, she was raised in the town that we're in right now. She's walked this path that I'm on. Shit, I forgot to do that. Tell her to switch to an alt, K9. Or Cat, switch to an alt for now. I forgot to do that, I'm sorry. I'll go back through my band list again. I'm sorry, Cat. My apologies. Shit, sorry, Cat. Right, Danielle Smith. Nobody ever talks about her being a floor crossing trader that threw an election to the NDP so that they wouldn't be so that the Wild Rose wouldn't be left holding the bag of the Conservatives' mismanagement, which is something a lot of people don't understand. Like, there are times when political parties put things into effect and you don't feel the effects of those things until years later. For example, the TFW program that everybody bitches about now, but really it was like started and geared up by the Harper and Kenney Conservatives. And here we are 10 years later, you're feeling the effects of it because nobody said anything when they did it. So the Liberals came in and doubled down, right? Like, they just doubled down. If nobody's complaining about it when the Conservatives do it, well, the Liberals can do it twice as much. Oh, now everybody's freaking out. Well, I was freaking out when the Conservatives were doing it. That's why I'm like sitting here shaking my head at all these people freaking out about the TFW program now instead of originally when it was going on. Like 15 fucking years ago when Harper was in. You motherfuckers didn't bitch about it then, and I knew it was going to lead to what it led to. Shortages of work, shortages of housing, in price increases in housing. Like, I told people that was what was going to happen. This was a bad idea. Oh, you just hate conservatives. Yeah, I do hate conservatives, but it doesn't make me wrong. Like, how are you so fucking dumb that you can't see that this is going to be a result? So now all these fuckwits, all these independent streamers or independence streamers crying about the TFW program. Well, you voted conservative and voted for it. I didn't. I didn't vote conservative or liberal. I didn't vote for it. I was calling it out long before you all motherfuckers. And you were all quiet and said and did nothing. Just cheered on Harper like a bunch of fucking conservative talking heads. Idiots. Just fucking painful to stupid. Back to Danielle Smith, who, again, just blame the immigrants, right? It's all the immigrants' fault. That's the reason for all of our problems. Has nothing to do with the complete, total, and entire mismanagement of our healthcare system, done on purpose and by design, to run it into the ground on purpose and by design. Because Harper headed a think tank on how to get fucking Canadians' healthcare away from us before he was Prime Minister. It was purposely mismanaged, ran into the ground, underfunded, all of it. It's all been done on purpose. And then you get fucktard Alberta independent streamers going, oh, we don't have healthcare because of immigrants. Like, no. But way to do what the establishment wants you to do. Now, staying with Danielle Smith for a moment. If there's all these problems with Alberta and Ottawa, and Alberta has all these big issues with Ottawa, then why the fuck is Danielle Smith flying to the Middle East and getting gifts and talking with people over there? Why isn't she going to Ottawa? I can't figure that one out. Albertans have this huge problem with, well, seemingly the rest of the country, because they're just ignorant and arrogant and don't understand that Alberta's had equalization payments too before in the past. Like, these separatist twats, I want to know what they think they're going to do if oil were to tank in price. If oil all of a sudden went down to $30 a barrel tomorrow, and it was Alberta getting equalization payments. What are you going to do when that support base isn't there? Hey, Kat. Sorry, I'll go through my block list again. Excuse me. But I mean, I can't, like, if the problem is with Ottawa and with Canada, then why the fuck is Danielle Smith flying to the Middle East and getting gifts from them? Golden cats from the Emirates or Saudis or whatever the fuck. Why the fuck is Danielle Smith going to Mar-a-Lago? Going and fucking chumming up with the fucking Americans. If the problem is in Ottawa, why the fuck aren't you in Ottawa? That's where you should be. Not going to fucking Mar-a-Lago. Like, you have a screw loose? It's unbelievable. Like, why? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Your problem is with Ottawa, so you're going to the Middle East and to the US? You're spending taxpayer dollars to go to the Middle East and the US when the problem is with Ottawa? That does not fucking compute. Danielle Smith is a traitor. She showed that with her floor crossing. Danielle Smith cares about Danielle Smith. That's what and who she cares about. She could give two shits about anything else but forwarding her career, forwarding agendas. That's all she gives a shit about. Oh, the separatists are morons. Okay, so we're gonna staying with that for a moment because that's something I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna go down by the river. I can go down by the river. Hey, come back here. I can go. Should I go down by the river? It's probably something more interesting to look at down there than me. So, staying with that for a moment. These separatist twats. So first of all, it's coming out, and I suspected that this was the case. It's been bugging me for quite a while. I thought it was the case. There's a number of these Alberta Independent channels. Alberta Independence channels, sorry. And, you know, they're just grifting. They're grifting off the fucking, like, I can use some specific examples of, I got the camera on me, sorry. It's not on you. Cheers. I can give some specific examples of channels, but they're just grifting. I'll use one channel in particular. Sorry, Derek, but Unacceptable Fringe. Unacceptable Fringe grifted on the convoy off the freedom movement, used people like me. I've seen him in live streams before saying for people to give him donations so that he can go buy a new fucking pinball machine. And all this shit is fucking clickbait. Now he's doing the talking head parrot bullshit of the separatist twats. Still grifting hard. But I have a question for these idiots, because they're the Tommy Tempers, and there's a bunch of these idiots, right? All these separatist twats seem to think that, like, we don't have to pay federal taxes anymore. Yay! So let's say, just for the sake of argument, we'll speak hypothetically for a moment, that you're successful. Let's say the separatists are successful. They get I'm going to talk about the ballots, by the way, because that's just fucking dumb too. So let's say they're successful. They get their shit on a referendum, and they manage to convince enough people to separate. Okay? Let's just say that. Now, do these people not want a military of any kind? Because it seems like they don't want a military. Your federal tax goes towards paying your fucking service personnel. Like, are you dummies aware of that? That your federal taxes you pay our service members? So the chances are pretty good that you would still be paying tax. It would just be considered a federal tax of Alberta instead of a federal tax of Canada. Like, you're still fucking paying tax, and if you want a military. These people have not thought about a monetary system, what dollar is going to be used. Okay, let me put it, let's try this a different way, all right? The 2022 Freedom Convoy, I was trying to tell the people we need to politically organize. Politically organize. Stop voting conservative. Stop voting liberal. Politically organize. Get a new party for Canadians, by Canadians, citizens, right? Get these lobby groups out like B'nai B'rith, the Israel lobby that controls puppet politicians like Stephen Harper and Jason Kenney and fucking Pierre Poilievre, right? Get these fucking, like, if we want to see the changes implemented, we have to get inside the building. And the only way to do that is through the democratic process. The only way to do it peacefully, properly, and actually, excuse me, enact those changes, right? You know how many times I got told, that's too difficult, that's too hard, that's gonna take too long. Well, here we are 4 years later. All kinds of momentum would be behind it. There was momentum at the time. There was funding at the time to start a new party, have campaign funds, have fucking people in every freaking, you know, district, the MP ridings, right? Could have had people in every constituency. And I got told too hard, take too long, too difficult, too much work. These same dumb motherfuckers are like, yeah, we need to start a new country. Holy fuck. It's too hard to change your vote from a conservative one to a different party that's not the establishment red, blue, and orange. It's too hard to change your vote from that. It's too hard to start a new party to try and make a difference in Canada. That's too difficult. But starting a fucking new country isn't? Like, do you have a fucking screw loose? How the fuck do these idiots think that starting a new fucking country with no military, no monetary system, no fucking dollar, no nothing, somehow that's easier than starting a new political party? You're out of your damn mind. These separatist fucking twats gotta be some of the most brain dead motherfuckers I have ever fucking been met in my life. They are right up there with Israel supporters as far as brain dead as fuck. Just stupid. Like how do you vote for corrupt career politicians like Pierre Poilievre? You vote for the establishment. You vote for TFW program because you voted for fucking Harper and you voted for Kenny. Like, you're supporting all this and voting all this, and instead of changing your vote away from those establishment fucking puppets and corrupt bullshit, you think it's too hard to change your vote or to run yourself. That's too hard. But starting a new country, oh, that's easy peasy. You don't even have a fucking dollar. We'd have to come up with a new, I mean, at that point, you're gonna have to start examining something like the European Union has, where you have a euro they can all use. We would have to, at that point, you're gonna have to start coming up with an idea like the North American dollar that Canada, Alberta, the US, and Mexico would use. And that currency could just transfer between them all. And that's just how I think about it, see it. It would make sense. But a new currency, for it to gain any kind of worth or value or be even applicable, takes like 5 to 10 years. But it's too hard and takes too long to start a party though. What? I think it was Sudan tried to institute a new currency. 5 years later, still is not, settled in. Like, how do you figure that this is easier than a new political party, which we should have done 4 years ago when I was saying it then? I mean, I was saying it long before that we needed a new political party that was not down with this bullshit. But it just, I don't understand where their heads are at. Like, how is starting a new country and starting a new currency with no military, no fucking nothing, no protection, suddenly we were not part of the Commonwealth? All these idiots out there, all these separatist twats, I've not heard one single one of them mention a single word about the Commonwealth. Not one. Jeffrey Rath and all these fucking separatist twats, not heard a single one comment about the Commonwealth, which is extra funny because if you see an Alberta flag, the provincial Alberta flag, it has the Red Cross of England on it. So, like, they want to be free and not slaves to Ottawa, but yet they're flying the Red Cross of England. Yeah. Ooh. Stick almost got me. I can't even understand how that makes any kind of sense. Yeah, rebel. Ezra Levant is a fucking Zion-Nazi propagandist. They can't even get their own flag. It blows me away how they we're free, we don't want to be slaves or, the colony, and it's like, you are literally flying the red fucking cross of England, you dumb fucks. Like, what? It makes zero sense. Absolutely zero sense. No thought given to a monetary system and dollar that we would use. Like, do we just think we're going to keep using the Canadian dollar? What? Yeah, no. Are we supposed to just, like, think we're going to walk away from the national debt without taking any with us and just leave it to the rest of Canada? That seems unlikely. Like, that doesn't really compute, right? Not when you have corrupt conservative politicians putting us into debt. We can't just we can't just walk away and be like, yeah, it's not our debt, it's all yours, Canada. Like, what? No. Like, these separatist twats haven't, like, thought anything through. I swear to fuck. Just sold pipe dreams and fucking fairy tales and bullshit. Acting like everything's gonna be all fucking... There you go, river behind me. They just think everything's gonna be all fucking rainbow, sunshine, and lollipops. Being sold complete bullshit pipe dream fairy tales. No federal tax. That's the one streamer today. We're gonna be the most wealthy nation on the planet. Well, China owns the US. They might have something to say about that with their fucking how many hundreds of millions of fucking people. Billion people, whatever it is in China. I think India has 1.2 billion or some fucking thing. How did our little fucking Alberta has a population of just over 5 million people. All right. These idiots are like, oh, our military can't protect us. That's the population of Canada with over 40 million people. So if these separatist twats are thinking that a nation of 40 million people can't draw from its military enough to defend us, which has shown in past historically time and time again, as soon as there's an issue and problem, Canadians go and show up and fight. So just because we might not have troops on the books at the moment doesn't mean there aren't shit tons of people that would immediately pick up arms, right? Or immediately enlist, as we've traditionally done here in Canada. But if the population of 42 million people can't defend us, how the fuck do you think a population of 5 million people is gonna fucking defend Alberta against a fucking US invasion? It's the US that has threatened us, not any other country. China hasn't threatened us. Russia hasn't threatened us. Iran hasn't threatened us. Nobody's threatened us except the US. They're the ones that want Greenland for resources. They're the ones that went into Venezuela for fucking oil. Like, they're the clear and present danger, not Russia or China or anybody else. And you think your brand new country of 5 million people with absolutely no military, that is minimal population and maximum resources, isn't going to be appealing and appetizing to the fucking US? You have a screw loose. And Jeffrey Rath, who's heading up this whole independence bullshit, he's an American agent. That motherfucker went to the States to get the help of the US in order to try and break up the sovereign of Canada. That is called treason by definition. Look up the word treason if you don't believe me. He should hang. He should fucking hang for treason. That's what should be happening with Jeffrey Rath. Now watch. Because I say, in my opinion, I think Jeffrey Rath should hang for treason, I'm likely to get a fucking knock on my door from the RCMP for stating that somebody that's committing a crime should be punished and what the punishment should be for that crime. I'll probably get a talk from the RCMP before that treasonous fucking traitor who's actually committing the fucking crime of treason. Don't tell me that there is not upper powers that are helping all of this and helping it along. And that's why I say these separatist twats They're helping the establishment. They're just too fucking stupid to realize it. Literally helping the fucking establishment. It's divide and conquer. Dividing us makes us fucking weaker. Both Canada and Alberta, we both become weaker because of you dumb fucks being sold lollipop fairy tale fucking pipe dreams of bullshit. It's painful, the fucking stupid. Painful. Oh my, I want to fucking smack the shit out of Tommy Temper. Like, for fucking real. Yeah, I treat him as the enemy now. Well, I disagree, Kat, but I don't give a fuck if my rhetoric's bad. Really don't. Oop, son of a bitch. Switching the camera for a fucking minute. They moved the bird of prey nest over there. It's a dangerous place to go if there's young mama birds attack. Set my stuff down and see if I can zoom in on that for a second. I'm gonna have a smoke too. I'm not done talking either. Alberta gets poorer because of outrageous Ottawa outrageous liberal views. No. Alberta gets poorer because of dumb fucking twats like Danielle Smith taking fucking trips on taxpayer dollar to go to the Middle East and get fucking golden cats for fucking presents. There's definitely birds up there. I'm not going over there. Springtime, there's going to be young, not going over that way. We leave them alone. And no. Hey, Daniel Barry, good to see you, sir. I also don't understand how in the flying fuck these idiots think voting conservative is like the thing to do when Pierre Poilievre has already openly stated that the funding to the Ukraine is going to continue. The conservatives have said funding to the Ukraine is going to continue. Melissa Lantsman, the second in charge of the conservative, she's a Ukraine Zionist. Look her up. Look up her family history. Melissa Lantsman, second in charge of the conservatives, is a Ukraine Zionist. So if the conservatives get in, support for Ukraine is going to continue. Support for Israel is going to increase drastically. They are going to fund and support the genocide and ethnic cleansing of the Christian homeland and Holy Land of Palestine more than Canada already is. Like, we're going to get worse, not better. I don't understand how these idiots have it in their head that if they vote conservative, like, somehow that's gonna stop foreign support. It's completely not going to. Like, if anything, like I said, you're gonna see support to Israel increase. It's gonna get worse, not better. Like, you know, Pierre Poilievre is a groom for position, career fucking politician. He is the establishment. He's pissing in people's ears and telling them it's raining. Like, just talking the talk to try and get the votes. Just like Trudeau did, just like Harper did, just fucking, it's the same shit, and it doesn't matter red or blue. And unbelievably, Americans are figuring that the fuck out before Canadians. I don't understand that one at all. Like, how in the fuck are Americans figuring it out that red or blue doesn't matter? You're getting fucked either way by the same fucking people. Like, how have Americans figured that out before Canadians? That's fucking embarrassing. Sorry, I wasn't in top tier. I wasn't in all chat. Hello there, Summer. Yeah, I don't hate Jewish people. I support Jewish people. Like, you know, people like Rabbi David Weiss, who are very, very, very fucking... It's a Jewish rabbi, for fuck's sakes. And he says that Israel is forbidden. Jews are exiled. They're not allowed a Jewish state. And people like you, Red Mama, haven't figured it out yet that Zionists and actual real religious practicing Jews are two completely different fucking people. Like they're not one and the same. I can support Jews and hate fucking Zionists because Zionists are extremists that go against Judaism. You don't know that. You're speaking in ignorance, so I get it. But speaking out against Zionism isn't hating on Jews as much as you've been brainwashed and conditioned to think that it is. Now, these idiots voting conservative. Sorry, I was zoomed in there. You idiots voting conservative. You're voting for the establishment still. And instead of changing your vote, which is pretty fucking easy to change your vote, instead of doing that, you want to break up the country, start a new country, new military, new monetary system, new dollar, new... Like, how is that better or faster than changing your fucking vote? It makes no sense. Zero fucking sense at all. Like, it's unbelievable. It fucking floors me. And for all you idiots out there that are like, oh, how can you bash the conservatives? That means you support the liberals. No, I don't. I hate the liberals. I've never voted liberal in my entire fucking life, ever, not once. Ever. At any level. Not federally, provincially, or municipality. Never, not once have I voted liberal either. It's possible to hate both. Just because I hate the conservatives doesn't mean I like the liberals. Just because I hate the liberals doesn't mean I like the conservatives. See, I see the bigger fucking pictures, and I see that both, in quotes, sides, your left and right bullshit, both, in quotes, sides, are controlled by the exact same identical behind the scenes people. So anybody that fucking is like, oh, the left, the lefties, the libtards, the left, I immediately discredit them as sheeple. You're a sheep. You don't know what's going on. You don't understand the bigger picture. You have absolutely no fucking clue that both, in quotes, sides are being played against one another on purpose by design to have you guys fighting each other instead of teaming up and overthrowing going after the people that are like in the Epstein files. This is not a right-left issue. This is a ruling elite class against the rest of us issue. Your enemy are not the people that are just as confused as you voting liberal. Your enemy are not the people just as confused as you voting conservative. Your enemy are the people that are in the fucking Epstein files and the ones that run these lobbies that control your corrupt politicians. That's the enemy. It's not sunset here. It's like 2 in the afternoon. It's not a right-left thing. So as soon as anybody is like, the left, what they tell me is they don't have a fucking clue. They don't get it. They're just a fucking parrot, sheep, fucking imbecile. They're doing kindergarten level politics. They're not bright enough to understand that it's way, way bigger and beyond right and left. Now, your Red Mama's in here. We can use the U.S. as an example. When you look at their fucking institutions like the Senate, it's whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, a conservative or a liberal, is completely fucking irrelevant. They're both bought out by AIPAC. They have the same lobbyists controlling both. So it doesn't matter. And that's what Americans are figuring out before Canadians. I can't even believe how dumb my fellow Canadians have really displayed themselves in the past, like, 4 years. I thought we were a lot brighter than this, and we are just fucking not. It's just astonishing how the Americans are figuring this all out before us Canadians. It's fucking astonishing. Like, I never thought I'd see the day when I'd be completely fucking cheering on people like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson. Like, what? Like, didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming at all. But they're figuring it out. You got, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Ro Khanna. I'm going to switch gears and talk about the US for a second, just because I talked about how they're understanding it before us. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who resigned from her position, by the way, and Ro Khanna, they teamed up. A Republican and a Democrat teamed up to get the Epstein files released. There is talk, there's rumblings and whispers that it might be possible, or an idea, or something might be happening in the background. There's speculation, this is why MTG might have resigned, that they could be looking to forming a new political party and ditching the Democrats and ditching the Republicans and being like, y'all are both corrupt, y'all are both in the Epstein files, y'all are both compromised by Israel and by AIPAC, y'all are fucking selling us out. Like 97% of them take money from AIPAC. Fuck them. Red or blue, left or right is completely, totally, and entirely fucking irrelevant. The ethnic cleansing of the Holy Land of Palestine, birthplace of Christianity, by the way, Red Mama. That's Palestine. Jesus would have been a Palestinian. That's where he was fucking born. He wouldn't be allowed to go home today. If Jesus came back today, he wouldn't be allowed to go to Palestine, because he's Palestinian and would have been brown. And Israel, the extremists, are ethnically cleansing Palestine. So Jesus wouldn't be allowed to go home. And they would just crucify him anyways. I mean, we're seeing the Israelis destroy churches, destroy fucking crosses with Jesus on them, ethnically cleanse Christian villages in Lebanon, fucking blowing up churches. It's Israel that are fucking killing Christians, ethnically cleansing Christians in the Middle East, not Muslims. Muslims have always gotten along with Christians for hundreds of years. Like, it's not like the Crusades, even though the Zion Nazis are trying to get it like the Crusades. They want Christians and Muslims fighting one another. They're working real hard at it. And the idiots give it to them. On both sides, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, the fucking idiots give it to them. They don't understand they're being played against one another. Okay, I'm getting off topic. Sure, I'm a fan of this lid. Yeah, I'm good. Should be good. Hey, where are you going? Damn it. It blows me away that Americans are figuring it out way ahead of Canadians. That your whole red, blue, left, right shit doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's fucking irrelevant. Dan Bilzerian gets it. I know people are gonna be pissed off at me fucking saying his name, but Dan Bilzerian seems to get it. He's like, yeah, your left-right crap is completely irrelevant. Your red-blue crap is completely irrelevant, because the same behind-the-scenes people control both sides. So Until we get this AIPAC out of here that's controlling both sides, yeah, you're fucked. It doesn't matter if you vote red or blue. And he even goes beyond that. He wants to fucking charge them with treason. He's running for fucking, I think, Congress against Randy Fine. And if he gets in, he has said outright he is going to push for laws that would charge these fucking AIPAC money-taking motherfuckers to put Israel ahead of the United States, whether you're a fucking a liberal or a conservative, charge them with treason. And rightfully so. I wish we would do that here. Charge corrupt little pricks like Stephen Harper that put Israel ahead of Canadians. Charge him with fucking treason. He's still putting Israel ahead of Canadians. He's got a bird sanctuary named after him in Israel. He said in the 2015 leaders debate, because I watched it and I was throwing shit at my TV, that he's completely willing to sacrifice Canadians or whatever it takes, Canada, Canadians, he don't care, to make sure Israel's good. He puts Israel ahead of Canada and Canadians. He's a corrupt little traitor, sellout motherfucker. Being that he headed a think tank on how to get our fucking healthcare away from us, being that he put Israel first ahead of Canadians and Canada, fuck Stephen Harper, charge him with treason too. I agree with Dan Bilzerian on those things. These fucking corrupt ass traitor politicians should be charged with treason. Go beyond. Hang the motherfuckers. Hang them in a public square and make an example. So that anybody thinking about doing the same is going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. My fucking citizens will hang me. Used to be they were scared. They're not scared anymore, and that's part of the fucking problem. Yeah, this is right in the middle of town. I've been here before. You guys have seen this spot before. I would agree. It is nice it's nice to live here. This is a very nice little town. The mountains are just over there. I can maybe take a walk over that way. I'm not sure I can get around here. River's a bit high right now. It's gonna get higher. So I can't believe these dumb separatist twats. There is no thinking. They don't think about fuck all. No foresight, no discernment, no nothing. Just liberal lefties, that's the problem. Ottawa's the problem. Blame the immigrants. Like, how about you blame your fucking corrupt conservative politicians, you dumb cunt? How are you so painfully fucking stupid? Now, this whole immigration crisis, yeah, that's being done on purpose and by design. They want people pissed off. You have, let's take Syria for an example. You have somewhere like Syria, all right, whether you like Bashir al-Assad or not is completely irrelevant. They're a sovereign country. It's up to them, right? He was democratically elected. Whether you like him or not, completely fucking irrelevant. It's not your fucking country. Syria is not your country. Whether you like Assad or not is totally irrelevant. But the United States of Israel decided to inject their little ISIS in Al-Qaeda, which is, the US is on record that they're entirely responsible for Al-Qaeda. Training them, arming them, funding them, fucking all of it. The US is 100% entirely responsible for Al-Qaeda. That's who created Al-Qaeda is the US. That's who armed Al-Qaeda is the US. That's who funds Al-Qaeda is the US. It's all on record. But they inject these little terrorists and then are like, oh, you have terrorists, we have to invade and bomb you. Now they've created refugees, and these refugees are then told, go to North America, go to Europe, here, we'll sponsor you to go to Europe. Here, we'll pay your way to go to North America. Just get on this plane, just get on this boat, and we'll take you to North America. You'll be safe there. So they're urged to come to Europe and North America, these refugees that we created, the West created. They created the refugees. Then they're heavily propagandized and demonized. You have Zionazi pieces of shit like Ezra Levant from the Rebel Media, Rebel News, whatever the fuck that propaganda rag is, sitting there going, you're under invasion. Look at all these Arabs and these Muslims and you're invading you. It's replacement theory. You're under invasion. You should hate them. They're turning you guys into fucking Nazis. Being against fucking refugees and immigrants, like, that's what the fucking Germans did. Yeah, cat. So these refugees that we created, the West created, they're told to come here, and then they're demonized through massive amounts of propaganda, like fucking Zionazi rags, like fucking Rebel Media, Ezra Levant, hardcore fucking Zionazi. And the people are fucking getting propaganda. So these fucking, let's just say some of the people with the lesser IQ believe this shit. And they're like, oh, we're under invasion. No, you fucking idiot. We invaded their country and displaced them. They were told to come here. Now they're being demonized to get you to hate them. Like, you're giving the establishment what they want. In this, if you want woke right, for lack of a better way of putting it, these dumb fucktards think that they're all awake and they're like, I know what's going on. We're under invasion because the Rebel Media told me that. No fuckface. You're not under invasion. Palestine is another incredibly good example, because everybody knows Palestine, homeland, birthplace of Christianity, Red Mama, is being ethnically cleansed by the only theocracy in the Middle East, referred to as Israel. Israel is ethnically cleansing Christian homeland. Dumb fuck Christians who don't know any better and are brainwashed and conditioned are actually supporting this bullshit, which is unfathomable to begin with. But then these idiots are like, we're under invasion. My favorite, the one I was wanting to get to and get at, is they're like, send them home. Send them back to Palestine. You dumb fuck, that's exactly what they want. Like, thanks for helping out and getting on board. Because traditionally, for decade after decade after decade, that's part of why Palestinians protest. They want to go home. Just like Jesus, if he came back, wouldn't be allowed to go to Palestine. They aren't allowed to go home. That's the point. It's called ethnic cleansing. It's being done by Israel. Like, it's the whole fucking point. They're not allowed to go home. They want to go home. They're not here to invade you. They want to fucking go home. They're not choosing to be here. Imagine a fucking living in Palestine on the fucking edge of the Med, and then going to somewhere like fucking Michigan or Minnesota. Like, it gets cold. I'm sure they don't want to be there. Like, it's probably not exactly the top of the list of places they want to go. Like, I'm sure they'd much rather be at their home, right? Like, they want to go home. So these idiots that are like, oh, send them home, send them home. They think they're being cool or edgy or patriotic or some fucking thing. And it's like, you think you're send them back. Like, you're being negative. And you don't even understand that that's exactly what the Palestinians want. is to go home. Like, that's why they protest. They're not allowed to go back home. Like, this is completely missing the fucking point. Now, this is being a segue into something I've kind of been noticing, and I think maybe have pieced together. There's been a lot of talk about Keir Starmer in England and Mark Carney here saying that, you know, it's not going to be a direct quote, but like basically like Muslim values are our values, and you know, Muslim way of life is our way of life, and etc. And this is like infuriated some of the lesser IQ people, right? Oh, the fuck? How do you say that your Muslim values are our values? Blah, 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 blah. They just freak the fuck out, right? And I got to thinking, like, why are these politicians saying this? And I fear bad things are about to happen, or are coming down the pipeline, so to speak. I think we're about to see a massive shift with what those fucking theocratic terrorist extremists referred to as Israel are currently doing in Lebanon now, like they did in Palestine, ethnically cleansing Christian villages. And you know, what they're doing in Lebanon is horrendous and horrific, right? It's just going to create more refugees. It is totally going to create more refugees. You are going to completely have more displaced people. And these same idiots are going to be like, send them home, send them home. Maybe stop invading and bombing their country. Maybe, instead of getting pissed off at refugees for being refugees, like a bunch of fucking nunskis, you could like get mad at the ones that are making them refugees and creating the refugees. Why are you mad at a person that's displaced from their home over war? That's how I got here. That's literally how I got here. I am the descendant of refugees. I guess my great-grandparents don't count as refugees because they were white and Christian. Yeah, no, they were still fucking refugees. Just because they were white and Christian doesn't make they were less refugees. And I swear to fuck, they would be rolling over in their grave right now, watching how these dumb fuck Albertans, dumb fuck North Americans, dumb fuck Westerners treat the refugees that they created. It's absurd. It is absurd. Don't be mad at the fucking refugee. Be mad at the ones that are making them refugees. Palestinians don't want to be here, they want to be home. Lebanese people don't want to leave their fucking homeland. They want to be at home. It's these fucking white Israeli motherfuckers that are leaving their homes to go to Palestine, go to Lebanon, and kill and ethnically cleanse and displace these people. Those are the ones that you should be mad at, not the refugees that they're creating. Your priorities are fucked up, whacked, and like way mixed up. You are mad at the wrong people for the wrong things. How can you be mad at a refugee instead of the one that made them a refugee? Especially knowing they were made a refugee with your tax dollars. Your tax dollars bombed them. Hello. Your tax dollars bombed them. Your tax dollars, your weapons manufacturing, even Canada. Canada manufactures weapons that get sent to Israel. Like, it's your tax dollars that are funding this fucking ethnic cleansing. Your tax dollars are funding the Greater Israel Project. How are you not mad at that? You were more mad at refugees than you are about your tax dollars being used to kill little girls in school and being used to create refugees. You're not mad about that, but you're mad at people being refugees because of your tax dollars bombing and killing them, displacing them. Your priorities are fucked. Your perspective is way out of whack. It's actually painful. Absolutely painful. How people can't understand and grasp these. I'm a high school dropout with a criminal record. I am not the brightest person on earth. I've learned, you all know, I've made tons of fuck ups. All right. I've made tons of fuck ups. I've been an idiot lots of times. And even I can figure this out. So what's your excuse? We're being played. We're being fucking played. They want you to hate refugees. They want you to hate immigrants. They want you divided. They want you riled up against Muslims and Arabs and Persians, and I say Arabs because there's Christians too, right? Like 33% of the population of Lebanon is Christian. These dumb fucks are like, oh, Lebanon, Islam, blah, 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 blah. Nah, no. Lebanon is like 33% Christian. There's nowhere else on planet Earth, anywhere in the whole world, where you will find Christians and Muslims working so close together, hand in hand, as you will find in Palestine. Second place, Lebanon. You see Christians and Muslims hand in hand. They have the same enemy. Why can't people here recognize that? These dumb fuck Western fucking Christians, so-called Christians, completely incapable of understanding that it's Israel that's blowing up churches and burning down the church where Christ would have fed the people with the fish, denying Christians access to the fucking Holy Sepulchre. That wasn't Muslims. That's fucking Zion-Nazi Israelis. So what business do you have being mad at Muslims when Muslims have been in charge of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre for I don't even know how many hundreds of years. Couple hundred years, I think, easy. I think it's at least 200 years that Muslims have been in charge of the Holy Sepulchre. No problem. As soon as Zion-Nazi Israel's in charge, suddenly Christians can't fucking make pilgrimage to the Holy Land. Their fucking churches are being lit on fire. They can't fucking go pray at their fucking holy sites. Muslims can't go pray at their holy sites. Christians and Muslims are being played against one another by Zion-Nazis. And you idiots are giving it to them. You're the fucking problem. You're the one giving the establishment what they want by voting red, voting blue, hating immigrants, hating Muslims, supporting Israel. You're the fucking problem. It's everybody else's fault though, right? It's all you want to do. Blame the left, or blame the right, blame the immigrants, blame the commies, blame the Semitic people. It's everybody else's fault but yours, right? It's not your fault at all in any way that you keep voting in these fucking corrupt cocksuckers, conservative and liberal alike, that keep on with these Middle East wars, creating this immigrant fucking refugee crisis on purpose. The Epstein Island motherfuckers, you keep voting for them. You are the problem. I don't know when people are going to get that through their head. Like, again, I'm a high school dropout with a criminal record, and this is easy to me. So what's your excuse? I don't understand how I can see so easily that right, left, red, blue is completely irrelevant. They're all fucking corrupt. If you're voting for either of them, you're the problem. I can see this. But university educated fucking people can't? How does that make sense? I don't. And you want to blame everybody but yourself? How does that make sense? Take some fucking accountability. I did. I voted for that corrupt fucking Israel puppet Stephen Harper. It's the one and only time I've ever voted conservative. And we got Stephen Harper. And immediately, I was like, oh no, what did I do? Regretted it. Tucker Carlson just did that. Tucker Carlson just went and apologized to the fucking United States saying, sorry, I helped Trump get elected. I participated and contributed to this Trump fucktardery. I helped contribute to the problem. I am sorry. And he's trying to fix it. That's the way I felt with Stephen Harper. I voted for this fucking corrupt little fucking Zion Nazi puppet. I felt bad because I contributed to it. I convinced other people to vote for him. Vote for the conservatives. I should have never done that. I felt bad. I felt horrible. I apologized. And then I started being a mouthpiece. Exposing the corrupt little traitor motherfuckers like Stephen Harper and for what they really are, Israel puppets. I apologized. I felt bad. I tried to rectify the situation. Accountability. What's so difficult? Just say, hey, I fucked up. I want to try and fix it and make it better. People will respect and appreciate that. They're not going to have respect and appreciation for carrying on a facade and a lie. Like, I think there's a lot of MAGA out there that probably do feel regret and are like, I can't believe I got swindled and hoodwinked. And now they're left with the position of like, do you say that you were wrong and that you should have never done that and like, holy cow, you made a big mistake? Or do you continue to try and defend a corrupt Zion Nazi pedophile puppet? Like, either way, it's just going to be easier if you just are like, do what Tucker did. And be like, yo, I was wrong. I screwed up. I shouldn't have done that. Try and rectify and make better, right? People are going to have more respect for you. Tons of people came out and told Tucker Carlson, hey, I respect you for recognizing your mistake, admitting your mistake, apologizing for your mistake, and trying to correct your error, right? It only makes sense. So it's okay. There was people during the Freedom Convoy here in 2022. They voted Liberal. In the previous election, they felt bad. They're like, holy crap, I contributed to this. I'm sorry. I should not have done that. And everybody was like, that's okay. Lots of people were duped. It's not hard to just admit a mistake. I don't know why people got to make it seem like it's some fucking huge big deal thing, but it is not fucking difficult. And you'll get more respect by saying, hey, I made a mistake, and trying to correct it than you will by just still trying to defend your indefensible position or make excuses, or that's not the way to go. It's not hard to admit a mistake, have some accountability. The internet will help you. Right? So, excuse me. There she go. Get off my face. Get off my face for a minute. Right there. Over there. This here. This is where they filmed The Last of Us. Also over here. Actually, I gotta go over there anyways. I can go this way. Okay. Hopefully we don't slip. Big hill. Big hill. That's what I walked down. Steeper than it looks. It's been a while since I've been over here. So we'll take a little walk. It absolutely blows me away how many people are actually helping the establishment thinking that they're being against the establishment. Especially the separatist twats. The separatist twats that vote conservative most of all. Like, you're helping the establishment literally every way you can. And you're just not bright enough to know it. Like, it's, again, painful. Absolutely freaking painful. Excuse me. I can't, it just blows me away. Hating immigrants helps the establishment. Creating refugees, then hating on refugees helps the establishment. Oh, that was something else I was going to talk about. If all these dumb fucks that are like illegal immigrants, if you, here, let me put the camera on myself here for a moment. If you, all right, if you cross a border, any way you can, doesn't matter how, any way, dig a hole to the other side, climb a fence, however you do it, doesn't matter. Cross a border any way possible you can. And upon getting to the other side of that border, you make an asylum claim, the country that you make that asylum claim in is obligated under law to give you shelter, give you food, give you water, give you clothing, necessities of life, while your asylum claim is being investigated. Now, is it, let's call it a loophole that's being exploited? Yes. It's 1,000% being exploited on purpose. So there's government organizations that are telling people how to do it. Like, it's being done on purpose by design. Again, all of this is all scripted and on purpose by design. But what it isn't is illegal. So if somebody from a foreign country, doesn't matter what the country is, completely irrelevant, crosses the Canadian border any way they can, doesn't matter how, and immediately makes a claim to asylum, the host country that the claim is made in is obligated to provide them necessities of life, and they're not doing anything illegal. Now, I don't know about every country in the world. There's like just under 200, like 196 countries in the world. I don't know the laws in all of them, but I know the international law. I know because it was set up that way after World War II Germany, when a Jew that was fleeing Germany for fear of being persecuted, that was able to make it across a border somehow, wouldn't be seen as doing anything wrong or illegal to cross a border and claim asylum. Like, I'm going to be killed. Please grant me asylum. Will you help me? That's why the laws are set up that way, because of World War II Germany. And because Jews passing a border any way they can, making a claim to asylum, wouldn't be seen as doing anything illegal. Now, that's not only international law, that is domestic law. Not only here in Canada, but also the United States. So, if you were to make your way over the United States border, however the fuck you can, doesn't matter how, you just got to get on the soil and immediately make a claim to an asylum, you're not doing anything illegal. Absolutely nothing illegal. Again, is it something being exploited? You dang rights it is. I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just clarifying that it's not illegal. Your reaction to it probably borderlines much more on the legalities than them actually making the claim. Your little fucking hate speech towards fucking refugees and asylum seekers is way more borderline a lot of times for the rhetoric I see than the actual people putting in asylum claims. They aren't doing anything illegal, even though you call them illegal. It's just not right. It's just completely not fucking right. So, I have shown this once before in the past, but I'll do it again. So, I don't know how many of y'all watched it, know of it, watched it, whatever. But if you bring up the show The Last of Us, the opening credits of the show, like if you bring up the very first episode, season 1, episode 1, in the very beginning, the opening credits, they like do this panoramic shot of a neighborhood. This is the street. They rented out this street. They kicked all these people. They didn't kick these people. They rented all these people's homes. They put all these people up in hotels, rented out their houses. Apparently the people did pretty well. And the people weren't allowed to be home. They could come home during the day and grab a thing or two, but they had to be out by a certain time, lights out, etc. And this right here is the neighborhood that was used to film The Last of Us. Huh, change that. Yeah, there you think so. So I believe it was it this house or I think it was that house. No, maybe it was this house. One of these houses, they changed the color of the siding. They put like cactus trees in. Like there was American flags flying. Like they changed the whole neighborhood. They rented these houses off all these people. They do like in this cul-de-sac here that I'm in, they do a big panoramic shot from up high of this cul-de-sac. I've worked on that house before. So if you bring up The Last of Us, you'll see this house right here in the opening credits and when they go through. Hi, baby. Here's my girlfriend in chat. Hello, my love. So yeah, if you bring up The Last of Us, you'll see this neighborhood I'm walking in right now. Mwah, love you, babe. Oh, I was supposed to call you a cunt, by the way. I ran into my ex today and she was not being very nice. She's like, go live and call your girlfriend a cunt. I was like, she's not being a cunt right now. Like, she's actually being really nice. But trust me, if she was being a cunt, I'd let her know. Best way to not be called a cunt? Don't be one. Just throw that out there. I love you, babe. How long have I been on? Hour 20 minutes. Oh. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I know. I wasn't even doing anything. Yeah, I wasn't even doing anything. You know me. I was picking on a fucking streamer. You know me. I was definitely bashing Tommy because Tommy's being a fucking moron. But of course, cunt face has to be cunt face and can't just fuck off, butt out of my life, leave me alone and just like fuck off forever. No. Just gotta follow and make comments and snide remarks and gang up with other people and just be a dumb cunt, really, honestly. But yeah, I was supposed to call you a cunt, sorry. But you're not being one. Not being one at all. So yeah, that's where The Last of Us was filmed. And yeah, earlier I was a block away from where they film Heartland. So. It's actually a nice little town. As you can see, we're getting pretty green. Getting pretty green out. It's supposed to get pretty warm this week, so hopefully that will carry on and continue. Haha, well, I can be. Yeah, you know, that checks, that tracks. Most certainly. It's kind of cloudy today. I can't see the mountains too good that way. See what it looks like to the west here in a second. Cloud cover though. So it may not be happening. Might have to be another day. Yeah. Oh, you can kind of see. Not very well though. You're not going to be able to see that probably in the camera. That's the view west. The mountains are just all right there. Mountains are over just yonder. It's cloud cover today. Lots of days we get them really nice. It's usually an absolutely beautiful view of the mountains here. One of the great things about this town. It's kind of we're in the foothills, so this is where the prairies go to the foothills that lead into the mountains. I live right where the prairies meet the foothills. In fact, I live in Foothills County. That's the county I live in, what it's called. Shit, I got crap all over my phone. Whoops. Holy. Why are you in High River? How did you end up there? Are you talking to me or the girl? Are you asking me or her, cat? Oh, just in case, because some moron. Hi, buddy. Good to see you. Haven't seen you for a bit. Just to set the record straight, I'm not here to be liked. If people like me or not, I can give two shits. I don't care. I'm not here for popularity, fame, money, acceptance, none of that. I could give two shits. The only objective I have here is to make sense for people what is happening and going on. Like, try and make some sensibility out of the chaos, or what seems like chaos. I don't see chaos. I see everything going to the establishment plan, including the separatist twats. They're helping the establishment big time. They're just not bright enough to understand it. But I'm not here to be liked. Not here for a popularity contest. I give two shits if people like me or not, if I'm popular or not. Don't care. It's never what it's been about. I ended up on YouTube as a matter of convenience. It was by accident. I didn't come on YouTube and try and build a channel. I didn't come on YouTube and try and grift for money. I didn't come on YouTube to try and push some kind of agenda. I came on here to post videos so friends and family could see what was happening at the border blockade without me having to waste data and send it to everybody. It's like, I am not sending all of you all these videos. I will post the video on YouTube, send you all the link, and you can all go watch it there. That's how I ended up on YouTube. Completely matter of convenience. It's never been about popularity. It's never been about fame. It's never been about grifting. It's never been about being liked or not. I could care less. It's not why I'm here. I'm here to try and get through to a person or two a day if I can. What's really going on? Who's really running the show? Why it's happening? The who, the why, all that stuff. And just trying to, again, explain some of the supposed chaos and make sense of what doesn't seem sensible. It makes perfect sense when you understand the bigger perspectives, the bigger pictures, the bigger agendas, the bigger goals. Everything that's taking place makes entire sense. But if you're incapable of seeing those bigger pictures, like you're some separatist twat that blames immigrants and refugees for everything, like you're not seeing the bigger picture, you're just not fucking getting it. You especially aren't getting it if you go with the whole left-right bullshit. Like, I love pissing off both. Like, you're whether you identify as a right or a left, you're giving the establishment what they want. I don't want to give that to them. I'm not a right or a left. They can shove that right-left shit right up their ass. Me? I bounced around Western Canada for a bit. I went back and forth between, I was born in Fort St. John, BC, raised in Prince George, BC, always had family in Alberta since my family came to Canada. My family has been in Alberta for as long as my family's been in Canada. So I've always kind of basically, we would come to Alberta every year, stuff like that. I've lived now over half my life in Alberta. So I consider myself like a Western Canadian. I mean, technically speaking, being born and raised in BC, I'd probably consider British Columbia my home more than Alberta. But I've lived in Alberta for more than half my life. And my family's always been in Alberta. So here's kind of like home too. Like, there was, during the C event, people were freaking out because they were like, I don't want to see any Alberta plates in BC. And I'm like, I've lived in Alberta for like a couple decades now. And when my Alberta plate's going to BC, I'm going home. Like, piss off with your fucking division bullshit. But I bounced around, and then for a number of years I went back and forth between Kelowna and Calgary. Both have their pros and cons. Love living in Kelowna, hated living in Kelowna. Love living in Calgary, hated living in Calgary. Like, there's pros and cons to both. And excuse me, I ended up having going through some shit in Calgary, and I had a good friend that lived here in High River, and I had a job. lined up. So I came to High River, crashed with my friend for a bit, went to work for a plumber mechanical guy for a number of years. Yeah, kind of been in High River now for, when did I get here? I think I got here somewhere around 2011 or something like that. So I've been here about 15 years. Yeah, as you can probably see behind me now. Yeah, quite a bit. Actually, there's a lot of houses being built in and around here. Tons. You guys all know Tanner. Well, Tanner lives like just like south. Oops. Flip camera. There we go. Tanner lives like that way, about 10-15 minutes. And they're building a whole whack of new houses over where he lives as well. Whoops. The flip camera button and the mute button are right beside one another. Sorry. Thank you for telling me. All right, so you didn't hear my last couple minutes there. Where did I fucking, you stopped hearing what I was saying at Tanner. So, yeah, it's a good little town here. Lots of people, like, lots of houses being built around this area. Lots of houses being built around this area, both here in this town and towns around it. You know, Vulcan, Okotoks, all around. There's houses going up. People want to live here, right? It's a beautiful area, very live and let live society. Yeah, it's, as I was saying, it's, you know, if I go like an hour and 20 minutes to the southwest, I'm right in the mountain pass at Frank Slide, like right in the mountains. And then if I go an hour to the north, I'm right in Calgary, city of 1.2 million people, you know, sports events, concerts. Oh, concerts, I'll talk about that. Concerts, you know, shopping, food, whatever. Like, it's a world-class city, right? So, yeah, there you go. Just a girl will tell you. Concerts. Just a girl, the awesome girlfriend. She booked tickets today. Yay! So, I'm getting very nice birthday presents this year. We're going to Sammy Obeid on June 30th, so that'll be fun. I am super excited and pumped about that. Sammy is fucking hilarious. And then on July 9th, we are going to see Macklemore, who will be in Calgary. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Everlast, who also is in Calgary. So that should be very fun. The end of June, beginning of July is going to be very busy for us. So it will be fun. Should be fun. But anyways, yeah, the amount of people that are helping the establishment, whether knowingly or unknowingly, it's by far the vast majority of people. They might not know they're helping the establishment, especially the separatist twats. The separatist twats, they think they're all like rebelling, and you're like giving the establishment exactly what they want, you dumb fucks. Like, you're making their job easier with their divide and conquer. Like, you're dumb. You know, our freedom convoy should have showed that, right? That unity worked better than division. Remember that? All you fucktard morons out there, separatist twats that supposedly were about the freedom convoy. You were never about the freedom convoy. You didn't understand what freedom actually meant. You didn't understand that it wasn't about left or right or liberal or conservative. The freedom convoy wasn't about any of that. There are reasons that no political party was allowed to back it. There was no political affiliation. Like, no, you're not allowed. Maxime Bernier of the People's Party of Canada tried numerous times to join, support, whatever, and was told no. This isn't about a political party. Like, all these fake these fake fucking separate twats, they didn't understand what it was about to begin with. But they sure use it. They sure use it for their popularity, for their grift, for their fucking agendas. Their popularity. Yeah, they sure use this shit to the max. Grift the fuck out of it. Promote their agendas out of it. Brainwash people with stupid fucking propaganda. They use and exploit, but they certainly don't understand. And they were certainly never fucking genuine. Everybody jump. Yeah, that'll be, I know I was, because we were talking, we're going to Samuel Bede, we're going to Macklemore, and then just a few days ago, I was like, babe, you're not going to believe this. Everlast is coming to Calgary too on July 9th. So. Excuse me. But yeah, even like I said, even these separatist twats, they're giving the establishment exactly what they want. They're making the establishment's job easier with their divide and conquer bullshit. They think they're all woke. They think they're all fucking rebellious. They think they're all fighting against the man. I don't know what the hell is going through their fucking head, but they are giving the establishment what they want. They are making the establishment's job easier. They are weakening both Canada and Alberta. I don't know what is going through these people's heads. Like, it's absolutely insane. Tommy Temper sitting there going, oh yeah, we're not becoming the 51st state. That's not even entering the equation. Well, then why is Jeffrey Rath saying that we can't become the 51st state until we get our independence from Canada? So one step at a time. First we get the independence, then we join the US. That's Jeffrey Rath's goal, and you're sitting there promoting him. Are you on board with it, or are you just fucking stupid? Like, what is it, Tommy? Are you part of the bullshit, or are you just fucking dumb? Like, I hope for your sake you're just fucking dumb. Honestly, really. At least ignorance and stupidity is a little bit easier to forgive than treason and traitor. Fucking dumb as a fucking sack of rocks. I swear to fuck these people. I'm tired of people fucking helping the establishment, giving them what they want. And that's what happens every time you vote red, you vote blue, you support Israel, you support foreign wars like the US with Iraq or Afghanistan or Iran, Syria, Yemen. You're helping the establishment. Help the establishment. Help the establishment. You're not a proud patriot by helping the establishment. You're an enemy to your fellow citizens of the human fucking race on planet Earth. Like, you're not doing good. Supporting the establishment with their wars, with your right-left division, hate against one another. Like, all you're doing is helping the establishment. Help the establishment. Help the establishment. The establishment gets stronger, we all get weaker because you help the establishment. Again, I blame you. You're the fucking problem. That's just really what it comes down to. Yeah, I noticed today it was really a lot of like, look at me and like me and look at me and like me. And oh yeah, of course I'm not getting like the shout out for that. I'm one of the biggest supporters of separatism there is, but I'm not getting the recognition. Like, shove your look at me and like me bullshit. Like, you're not genuine. That's why people don't you don't resonate with people. It's because you're not fucking genuine. You admitted openly that you scripted things with Queenie for clicks and likes and views. Neither one of you are going to resonate well with other people. Not when you're doing dumb fuckery like that. Like, what is wrong with you? It's unbelievable. Stop helping the establishment. I was in a stream last night. Fucking hit the like button while you're at it, people that are here. Please, that would be very appreciated. Fucking I was in a stream last night, and fucking one of the idiots on panel who doesn't know anything about me, complete, total fucking ignorance, has no clue how I ended up on YouTube, has no clue what I do on YouTube, has no idea where I've been on YouTube, the channels that I've been associated with, just the complete, true ignorance. He's sitting there trying to down talk me. He's trying to flex that he has 1,000 subs, and he's trying to flex that people like him more than me, and like, you are so grossly fucking ignorant. Like, just grossly ignorant. And it's a prime example of what's been going on and happening in our society with the confident dumb. Like, people have been people have been like super extremely demonstrating it to me lately, where they are grossly ignorant, grossly uninformed, grossly misinformed, and not only do they not doubt themselves with their complete ignorant statements and complete bullshit, like the shit you say is dumb, and you're saying it with confidence, like you're the end-all be-all fucking powerful all-knowing one, even though you're grossly incorrect, ignorant, and wrong. You're saying it with such confidence, like it's the confident dumb. And even worse is that they don't listen when you correct them. You can tell them, oh no, wait, you're actually incorrect about that. Like, this is actually the way that it is. And they ignore you. And just carry right on with their fucking confident dumb. That happened to me last night too. Somebody's like, give me one good reason why the fucking Alberta should remain in Canada. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So I talked to them about military. I talked to them about bringing in a monetary system, and like, you know, how it takes like 5 to 10 years to fucking actually maybe make a new dollar strong, like accepted on the world stage type deal thing. Like, it doesn't just happen overnight. Like the security, not only of the Canadian military, but also the Commonwealth, where if you pick a fight with us, it's like picking a fight with the entire British Empire. Like, probably not a good fight to pick. Like, we have protection with the Commonwealth. There's 3 things right off the top of my head that are good reasons to, like, stay in Canada. Completely ignored everything I said, and it's like, you never answered me. What's one good thing about staying in Canada? It's like, I literally just finished giving you 3 reasons. These confidently dumb people, Tommy's horrible for this, these confidently dumb people that ask you a question and you answer and explain it, and then they ignore you and carry right on with their fucking rhetoric. They're ignorant, misinformed, spewing of fucking ignorance and dumb rhetoric. The confidently dumb that does not listen. They can't be corrected. And these are the people that I am giving the fuck up on. These are sheep, and I am done fucking with a lot of these sheep and trying to make them see bigger pictures when their whole existence depends on them not seeing it. They don't have content, or they don't have anything if all of a sudden they start to question and doubt and are like, wait, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Conservatives are fucking traitor sellouts to Israel. Maybe me being a separatist is helping the divide and conquer strategy. I'm making us weaker, making us more appealing to a U.S. invasion where we don't even have a fucking military now because of Alberta separatist twats. No military. And like, we expect that if the U.S. invades, that somebody's going to come help us, or like we can do it on our own. Like, get fucked. You're so dumb. The confident dumb. It's fucking painful. Brett's winning. Whoa, that's big things coming from Dean at JFK, Brett 2020. So, all right. I'm going to peace out there. It's been an hour, 47 minutes. That's way longer than I thought I was going to be or wanted to be, so. But I wanted to come on today. I've actually been meaning to go live for like the past few days. I was like, girlfriend asked me what I was doing today. I'm like, I should probably go live today. It's been a little bit. So I was planning on going live anyways. And then I had a couple of people tell me I should go live. So here I am. But I just wanted to talk about those things. How so many people are helping the establishment. And so many of them don't even fucking know it. And the separatwats are, I'm just beside myself at the ignorant. I've not spoken to an intelligent, informed separatist yet. Not a single fucking one. It's fucking painful. So, in any case, we will talk to you soon. We figured out a new spot to stream, so I'll probably be setting that up very soon in the very near future, and we'll have a different place to stream from, so that I can share videos and do all the computer type stuff. So have a good one. Good talk. Yeah, cheers. I don't think you're going to see the US invade. You know what, Brenda, I don't think we're gonna see an Alberta separate from Canada. I think all these fucking I think they're trying real hard. The globalists, the Zion-Nazis, the United States of Israel. I think everybody's trying really hard. And I know they're trying really hard, actually, I should rephrase. But I don't think it's gonna happen. This whole data breach thing has really fucked up a lot of shit. Oh, that's okay, I'm gonna talk for another minute. Did I talk about that? Did I talk about how these separatist signatures that they've collected for this referendum fucking thing can't even be counted? Have I talked about that? I can't remember if I talked about that. But all these signatures that they collected, over 300,000 signatures, can't even be counted. Can't even be counted. There's lawsuits going on. Until those lawsuits are settled, and there's rulings that come down from the courts, those signatures that were delivered to Elections Canada are gonna sit there in those boxes and collect fucking dust. Because they can't even fucking be counted. They can't be counted until the court rulings come down. So these separate twats are fucking neglecting to tell everybody this and inform people. They're just going on with their clickbait, going on with their fucking, propaganda, going on with their false narratives, acting like they've put in the signatures, so now they're counted and now we're gonna have a referendum. Like, none of that is true. None of that is true. They did maybe collect 300,000 signatures and they delivered them, but they aren't being counted, and as of right now, there is no referendum. Not till court rulings are made. So think about that next time these separatist fucking twats try and tell you, like, oh, we have 300,000 signatures, this is going to be a referendum now. Maybe inform them that, like, yeah, no, there's not, because they can't even be counted. No, he doesn't, Cat. I've tried to tell these idiots that, but... See, Brenda, that's what I'm trying to do, is give people simple answers and make sense of everything that's happening and going on. That's what, I've been doing since, day one on my YouTube. It's the whole reason I've been here. To try and expose what's going on, inform about what's going on, let people know what's going on, talk about the problems, not only that, but what solutions are. That's how I ended up on YouTube. That's why I'm here. I'm not here to be liked. I'm not here for popularity. I'm just here to fucking try and inform and educate people. That's it. Yeah, they went to Egypt to try and fucking find Alberta citizens to get fucking signatures from. What are you even doing? And I tried to explain to them, do you not understand how bad this looks? You're not winning people over with this. If you're going to Egypt to get signatures for a separatist vote, that doesn't look good to other Canadian citizens. You look like treasonous traitor idiots. Regardless of the country and how many votes citizens may acquire, big governments will never let their citizens separate. Nah. I mean, I can't necessarily agree with that, Troy, because, you look at places like somewhere like Czechoslovakia that no longer exists, right? If you look at the area in Serbia and all that, those borders have changed a number of times. They're wiping Palestine off the map. I don't know. It's, Egypt and Mexico. Yeah. So I don't know. Civil wars happen, man. Look how many times lines on maps have been redrawn. I wouldn't necessarily, it used to be, East and Western Germany, right? It's, Ukraine was part of Russia. Crimea was, part of Russia, then not part of Russia, then they voted to go back to Russia. Shit can and does change, but yeah, fair, Dean. I know, that would be more the democratic process, right? Form a government, like the Bloc Québécois, form a party, try and form government to try and get that's the democratic process. Going to Egypt for a fucking signature for somebody that's not been in fucking Alberta, Canada for 5 fucking years, even though they're still technically a citizen. That's not the democratic process. That's fucking reaching. That's despotism and fucking reaching. Separatists are fucking dummies that don't see the bigger pictures and do not think things through. They do not think things through in a practical, pragmatic, common sense, fucking logical approach to shit. This is way bigger than just We're going to be the richest country in the world, and we don't have to pay tax anymore as soon as we leave Canada. We have no military, we have no dollar. We're going to be invaded and taken over by the US. We're going to have to share our oil with like 350 million people instead of 42 million people. Like, fuck all the way off. So the treaty thing, I feel they're not really thinking through the results. They can't even count the results because it's the indigenous people that have been that are taking it to court. That it goes like even having the referendum is a violation of the fucking treaties in Canada. Like to even fucking try and pose the question is a violation of the indigenous treaties. And the indigenous treaties, which I don't think a single one of these motherfuckers have read, not Jeff Rath, not Tommy Temper, not any of these dumb fucking cunts, Unacceptable Fringe, Bird of Proud Dad, not any of them. I don't think a single fucking one of them has read an indigenous treaty. And the treaties are what allows Canada to be Canada. Like, that's the only reason Canada is allowed to exist the way it does is because of those treaties. And I don't think a single one of those motherfuckers has read a single one. Those treaties existed before Alberta was even a province. And those treaties are with the Crown, not Ottawa, with the Crown. So all these idiots that are freaking out, why did the natives go talk to the king in England? Because the Crown is who the treaties are with. It's painful, the stupid man. Yeah. It's a pretty small number, D. It'll be interesting how it pans out, though. You know what, Troy? It's really, here, I might as well fucking, I'm gonna have a smoke. It is really, 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 really fucking weird being in Canada right now. Canada is a fucking trippy ass fucking place to be right now. Like, super trippy. Nobody's talking about us. If you notice the world stage, nobody's talking about us. The US and Iran and Ukraine and Russia and like UAE and fucking Lebanon and Israel and like China and Russia, like everybody's talking about so many other places. Nobody's talking about us. And quietly, Canada we're moving up the ladder. We are becoming important on the world stage because all these people freaking the fuck out about oil, well, seem to forget that we got some of the biggest oil reserves on the planet, right? Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, Iran, and us, Canada. Those are your biggest fucking oil suppliers on the planet. We are quietly climbing the ladder of importance in the world. Our oil, super important. Our resources, super important. The US gets its uranium from Canada, Saskatchewan, more specifically. Well, not all of it, but a significant portion of it. Yeah, I know, Troy, right? I don't think we should vote on treason. I should just think we should hang the treasonous motherfuckers. That's what I think. Jeffrey Rath should hang. He went to the US to get foreign help to break up the sovereign of Canada. That is definition treason. Hang the motherfucker. Publicly. So nobody else has the fucking idea to do it again. Hang these fucking politicians too that want to sell us out to Israel and put Israel first instead of Canadians first. Like, I don't know. You know, like Dan Bilzerian says, like he wants to charge him with treason. Well, that punishment comes with death to my understanding. I mean, we don't do capital punishment anymore here in Canada, but there's days I think we should. Excuse me. But yeah, Troy, Canada is we're quietly becoming way, way, way more important. it's actually something else that's kind of notable. So with Alberta, with Danielle Smith, the fucking corrupt traitor fucking twat, she has all these problems. Alberta has all these problems with Ottawa, yet this dumb cunt is spending all of her time in Ottawa to try and fix it. Like, that's where you should be spending a lot of your time, Danielle. Ottawa. You should be going back and forth from Alberta to Ottawa, and like maybe going to some of the other provinces, Alberta, Saskatchewan, go hit up the other provinces, premiers meetings, cooperate, organize with other provinces, other premiers. Ottawa. That's where the problem is, right? That's where you should be spending time. You should not be fucking spending time going to Mar-a-Lago, going to the Middle East and getting gifts. What the fuck are you doing going to the Middle East and getting gifts for? What the fuck are you doing going to Mar-a-Lago and fucking sucking Trump's dick for? That's not where the problems are. If your problems are with Ottawa, then you should be in Ottawa, not in Mar-a-Lago sucking Trump's dick. That said, Carney, being prime minister, federally, yes, you should make sure you stay in touch with your constituents, but at the same time, your job is to go and form relations with other countries, because federal politics, you're representing Canada on the world stage, right? Danielle Smith, premier, represents Alberta to Canada, right? They represent, right? There's levels, right? So Danielle Smith should be representing Albertans in Ottawa and dealing with Ottawa if that's the problem. The federal government should be making trade deals in relations with other countries around the world, right? We should be making our own fucking jets, by the way. We had one of the best aeronautical engineering programs on planet Earth just a couple decades ago. We should be manufacturing our own fucking jets. But, doing things like going to Sweden and talking with the fucking Swedes about the fucking Gripen fighter, right? Like, federal government represents Canada on the world stage. So, yeah, you're probably going to, go, especially when the US is fucking us over, you're probably going to want to be like, hey, the US, not so interested in giving them these, deals anymore. Like, do you guys want to buy some of our shit? Like, they're like, yep. Yes, we'll buy your oil. Right? So, it blows me away how people are like, why is Carney going to other countries? Like, because that's his job. Like, he definitely has to make sure he stays in touch with his constituents and is like doing what Canadians want, but literally that's their job, is to represent Canada on the world stage. And I find that one of the, some of the people that have the most problems understanding these very basic concepts are white right-wing Christians, like conservative voters. The white conservative voters, they don't get any of this shit. They lack the understanding, they lack the nuance, they lack the information, the education, like the nuance. That's a big one. They lack the nuance to understand all the little things. Like, I was talking earlier about fucking asylum claims and how it's not illegal. They lack the nuance and understanding of the law to understand that it's not illegal, and that they need to change their vocabulary because it's not illegal. Like, they lack those subtleties, they lack that nuance, they lack that information and understanding. They're just not bright enough to get it. It's fucking painful, man. Painful. It's extra painful when I'm a fucking high school dropout with a criminal record and I can understand that shit before fucking university fucking graduates. People with doctorates and shit like that. I can understand it, but these dumb fucks can't. Like, How does that make sense? Just be embarrassed. Just be fucking embarrassed. Some fucking asshole like me, drunk, whatever, has a better understanding and grasp of politics in the world stage than some of these university degree fucking professionals that, you know, it's like, how do I have a better understanding and grasp of this than you? You should be fucking embarrassed and ashamed. Time to hit the books. Globalists doing globalist things at the expense of citizens as usual. So sorry. These people really think that Trump doesn't have an advantage to helping Alberta independence. They're stupid. Oh man, it's fucking beyond stupid. I fucking hate the separatist twats. Like I said, I've yet to speak to a fucking intelligent one. Like they're all just simpletons that are being sold fucking pipe dreams and fairy tales of bullshit. Complete fucking bullshit. Again, I haven't had one be able to answer the very simple questions about military and what we're going to use for a dollar, like our monetary system, you know, like we can't use the Canadian dollar. I'm sure we can't. Why would it make sense for us to have American presidents on our dollar? Like we're not using the US dollar. Like it does, like they can't answer those questions because they haven't fucking thought about them. They're not smart enough. So, there's no foresight. So meanwhile, the largest and richest president in the world get a free press. Yeah, hey Troy, I was saying that earlier, man. That, you know, the right isn't your enemy, the left isn't your enemy, the Arab Muslims aren't your enemy. The enemy are the Epstein class and the ones that hire them. Like let's point out and make something said very specific, okay? Because there's been lots and lots of commentary surrounding it, there where a lot of people are like, oh, Epstein worked for Mossad and etc. He was very clear. Epstein did not work for Mossad. He was very specific that he worked for the Rothschilds. He represented the Rothschilds. The Clintons in their testimony, Bill Clinton in his testimony said he knew Jeffrey Epstein through the Rothschilds. That's who Jeffrey Epstein represented, was the Rothschilds. He didn't work for Mossad. He worked for and represented the Rothschilds. So those are the enemies. The ones that are in the Epstein class, and not only the ones that were, you know, let's say frequenting the island, but the ones that were sponsoring all this and setting up the operations and setting up this little fucking, you know, thing anyways. And you'd have to be dumb to think that these people have stopped. You know, was it Henry Calville? Is that who it was? Was just saying that, you know, there's more than one Epstein Island out there. You're crazy to think that they've just, you know, because one of them got caught, that they just stopped. Yeah, that didn't happen. They're still doing their thing. Just, you know, some food for thought. So, yep, definitely, Troy. The more is making them even richer. Yeah, exactly, Dean. Exactly. Trumpito helps nobody but himself. Oh no, he helps the fucking Zion Nazis. Trump's a Zion Nazi puppet. They feed off his ego. He has an ego for empire, and they use that, right? He's a pretty useful idiot. So, anyways, I'm gonna go. We'll talk soon. You all have good days. Fuck Zion Don. Fuck ICE. Fuck Carney liberals. Fuck Pierre Poilievre fucking conservatives. Fuck the separatist twats. Definitely fuck Israel. Free Palestine.